Hi everyone, I'm Kay and this is Mona Lisa Tarot. Today I'm doing expanded love readings for all four of the cardinal signs. Cancer, any information that you might want about my channel is listed in the description box below. I have how to send donations there if you're so inspired, as well as my tentative weekly schedule, subject to change as this is a very new channel, and a list of the decks I use. I'm doing my customary 7 shuffles here. I've asked Spirit to show us the current dynamic of the relationship that's on your mind. And while I shuffle, I would like to add that please keep in mind that there is no gender in tarot. And the energies are fluid, so please feel free to flip, switch the roles as necessary, as best fits your situation. Also, tarot is for entertainment purposes only, so the future outcome will only reflect the way that things are most likely to go, given that things continue the way they're going now. Free will is always at play. We only have 2 more to go here. And we're just going to look into a little more depth as to what's going on. I did also do a 9-card love reading a couple days ago and a twin flame soulmate reading for your sign, Cancer. Also be sure to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs if you wish. Okay, let's get started. So first, we've got the Page of Swords. And I'll explain what all of this means after all the cards are laid on the table. The Ace of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. We've got the King of Wands. As a reader, I see that as Sagittarius, but can also be Leo or Aries. I know some people see it differently. That's just when I shuffle the cards and pull them, Spirit knows that that's how I see it, so that's how it reflects to me, okay? So moving on now, we have the Knight of Cups, which I see as Sagittarius energy. Could be other water energy. What did I just say? Did I say Sagittarius again, or did I say Scorpio? Okay, well, whatever I said, I meant Scorpio. But it could also be Pisces or Cancer or none of those signs, just a general overall energy. Next, we've got the Chariot. That's our energy, Cancer, major arcana. The Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. We've got the Queen of Wands, Aries energy, or other fire. The Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Five of Swords. The Devil, major arcana for Capricorn energy. Judgment, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, more major arcana. The Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. And that's my bad, actually those go here. I haven't done this spread too many times, but I do really like it, guys. It gives a lot of information. We have the Fool, the Hierophant, major arcana for Taurus energy, and the last card, which will reflect the future or outcome of the relationship, I'm going to keep face down. I did not look at it either, so that will be a surprise for all of us to find out, Cancer, at the end. So for the past energy, With the Page of Swords, you or your partner may have been feeling more, they may have been feeling the need to get more information about some things. So there could have been some spying online, looking at each other's social media. I like how Steve's Love Tarot says that with the Page of Swords, if it is about spying, it doesn't have to just be talking to people and getting information about you or looking online. It can also be what he says is like energetic spying in the 5D. And that made a lot of sense to me, because if anyone is familiar with or experienced at astral travel, that is something that people can do to sort of check in with someone else. Usually without their knowledge, although you can kind of get to where you pick up on that if you know what to look for. But that aside, in the present we have the Ace of Wands. So apparently, Cancer, you or your partner in the relationship found out what they needed to know, because now you're in this fiery, passionate energy of a new beginning. And Cancer, I'm picking up some of those like butterfly, nervous stomach kind of feelings and that I didn't have that before. So while I'm looking at that card, I'm feeling this sense of like excitement from that Ace of Wands. Your feelings as the King of Wands, it ties in with that passionate, nervous energy with the Ace. You're very attracted to this person, and you feel that they're very attractive and charismatic, and you're just drawn toward them, toward that fiery energy. Your partner is feeling the Knight of Cups, so your partner wants to come toward you as well. Cups are more of an emotional energy, so not saying they're not lusting after you, Cancer. Oh, there's a very loud vehicle outside my window. I'm sorry, I should have closed it before I started the reading. It's annoying as hell. Okay. So in your partner's feelings with the Knight of Cups, they want to come toward you with some sort of emotional offer, declaration, or confession. Could be as simple as wanting to ask you for a date. Could be as deep as telling you that they have feelings for you. Take it as it resonates. What you have going for you in this relationship, the positive, is the Chariot, which is your energy, Cancer. So that's about forward movement, and willpower and determination sound very serious for a love reading and for a positive quality as it applies here, but you both want to do this. You both want to go toward each other, which we already saw in your feelings, so that's just further confirmation from Spirit. In the negatives, we have the Four of Pentacles. I'm not throwing shade on Cancers because I am a Cancer, but that also puts me in a position where I very well know that we do have a tendency to kind of hold on to something and cling to it a little bit of possessiveness maybe. Or your partner could be that way, and they're showing up in Cups energy as well. So that could be the case. But if you find this person too clingy, it's not putting you off yet, because you are attracted to them and you are feeling excited about the relationship. Your hopes, the Queen of Wands. So with the King of Wands in your feelings and the Queen of Wands in your hopes, you want to embody that sort of more passionate, fiery energy and be a match for this person. You hope that they're attracted to you. You hope that they see you as attractive as you see them. Ten of Wands and your fears shows me that there's an element of perhaps wondering if this is going to somehow add to your burdens. Sort of like if it's going to be worth taking on. There may be something about the relationship that, despite this apparently mutual attraction, there might be something about this person that you think if you bring them into your life and your energy, that it may create additional responsibilities for you or additional worries. Moving on. The aim here with the Five of Swords. Give me just a moment. Thank you for your patience, Cancer. Okay. So Cancer, I'm picking up a vibe that your aim here is to perhaps not show your sensitive side or your emotional side, at least this is how you're seeing it, as quickly or as strongly as you may in normal relationships. So perhaps you've been hurt before by wearing your heart in your sleeve and having your natural kindness mistaken for weakness, which happens to us Cancers a lot, or being taken advantage of. And so you want to come across in more of sort of like, you may be bantering with this person like in a witty way, or if you're having very deep, already starting to feel, have feelings for this person or feel really connected to them, your aim is to not show that right off the rip and to be more like sort of saucy with this person. What you want to avoid with the Devil energy, avoid becoming too obsessed with this person. Obviously they are very interested in you, and you want to avoid getting into situations with this person where, so this is kind of a warning, I think, in a way. A healthy person that's going to be able to sustain a healthy relationship is not going to have severe addictions. Now let me explain that a little more, because I don't judge anyone. I've been through addiction myself. I still struggle with it in some aspects. And it's not saying that a person who has an addiction or has ever had one is not worthy of a relationship. It's simply saying that if you can see a lot of toxicity in this person, so if every time you've run into them and you guys are having this playful banter and there's this attraction and this person wants to really ask you out or whatnot, move forward, if it was always a situation where you were, at a party or a friend's house and you were always getting drunk together or high or whatnot, please don't be offended, because I'm not suggesting that you were. Or if this person's doing that a lot and every time you see them they're fucked up or whatever, then that's a red flag, and Spirit's just saying you want to avoid a relationship with this type of person, or at least kind of keep it at arm's length and see how it goes, and don't just jump in with your whole heart, because Cancers do tend to jump in with their whole heart, and if there are red flags, just be aware. Since I am a Cancer, I make it very clear to Spirit when I shuffle, by the way, that this is not my reading, and that I'm not reading my own energy. I'm tapping into the collective Cancer energy. Although as of now I don't have a lot of viewers or subscribers, I want to make it as neutral as possible. But I would like to say that it resonates with me very strongly, because I've gotten involved with some wonderful people, Cancer. And I, having been self-medicating myself and using certain substances, of course, did not hold it against another person if they did. And I'm not saying that I should have, but it wound up creating a lot of problems later, and we were not able to sustain a healthy connection because of those issues. And this is not a speech about addiction, and I'm not a psychiatrist or an addiction counselor or anybody that's qualified to speak about this. So that's just a disclaimer in like an authoritative way. But lots of times when people are in the midst of addictions and everything, they're repressing their feelings and things that they need to heal and pain that they don't want to face. And so even if you sober up together or that person works on their sobriety, it can bring up a lot of triggers that can ultimately break the relationship. And that may be what this fear was about the burdens, if you know this person has a substance abuse problem. But I've talked about that long enough, and that may not be the case at all. It may just be about, like I said, getting too attached, codependency, gambling, sex addiction, whatever, however it resonates for you. In your environment, we have judgment. I'm just seeing that as sort of a general feel of other people having opinions about this connection and trying to not get too embroiled in that. The judgment can be about second chances and reconciliation. However, it's referring to environmental factors and not specifically to your union with each other. Either someone around you is coming to terms with things they've done and receiving or giving forgiveness, and that somehow influences one or the both of you, or it's just other people having their own idea about the two of you. For action, the Fool card is indicating a leap of faith, a brand new start, and a new direction, and leaving the past behind. Thank you, Captain Obvious, but it seems to me that this may be a very new connection, Cancer. And so that's kind of like saying, go for it. With the caveat of that devil being there is what to avoid, and I've already spoken on that. For other people, we have the Eight of Wands, which is a Sagittarius card. Doesn't have to mean there's a Sagittarius, though. For me, it's very much an energy of messages back and forth. This could be tied to the Judgment card in the sense that you're hearing things about this person, or they're hearing things about you, or people are asking, hey, are you and so-and-so hooking up? Tell us what's going on. We want to know. Just a lot of communication. Okay, so the final, I don't like saying final outcome here. And it's the outcome or the future of the relationship. And like I said, I don't know what this card is, so we're about to find out. We've got Temperance, Major Arcana for Sagittarius energy. That's lovely. The future of this relationship is its balance. It could indicate literal sobriety in some cases, if the previous situation applied. But if that's not something that either of you need or that you're interested in, or that does apply here, this could be a union that's blessed or divinely guided. It could bring a lot of stability and balance to both of you. It's looking very harmonious. So although this may seem very casual and new, and there may seem to be these possible issues, and keep in mind there don't even have to be any addictions or obsessions or codependencies present. the devil, and that's just in the avoid position. So it's just saying to be on the lookout for that type of energy. The temperance, to me, it's sort of like the other. It's like the devil, like the opposite of the devil. Kind of an angelic feel. So, and to me, it's also, I realize it's not the death card, so it's not specifically about transformation, but there is an interpretation of temperance that talks about alchemy. So changing lead into gold, taking something that might start out simple or seem like there are a lot of complications, and then it turning into something very beautiful, Cancer. I did a couple of clarifications for the other signs, and I'm just debating on if there are any of these cards that I would like to clarify before I pull your trinket and end the reading. Actually, I do want to pull Judgment. I want to pull on Judgment for environmental factors, because while I know what the card means, and I already kind of described how it could apply here, I'm just going to ask Spirit for a little bit more information. I have a Chromebook which does not have a pause option on the camera, Cancer. So I could stop this and make a part 2, but I'd rather it flow. So if you don't want to wait through me shuffling again, and this deck's much quicker, by the way, then you can just fast forward until you see me lay these cards down. But it should just take a moment. If this reading is resonating with you, or you like it, or think you'd like to see my future videos, please tap the like button. I'm trying to build my channel. And subscribe, share, and tap the notification bell so that you will be alerted when I upload future content. We only got 2 more to go. We are almost there. And 1 more. Spirit, please show me the Judgment. Please clarify the Judgment for environmental factors. I will take up to 3 cards, and if more than that pop up, I just take the top 3 that flip over. Okay, Cancer. Let's see what we got. None of them have flipped over yet. Okay. We've got 2 here that flew under the table. We've got the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, or Diamonds. It's just a regular bicycle deck I sometimes like to clarify with, and that's what I was moved to do. I just got, very specifically, this doesn't always happen, but someone may have been born in 96, so be around 25 or 26 years old. That's rather random, but other than that, the 9 of Wands talks about being guarded, you know, any environmental factors. So we've got that wounded warrior energy of having been through a lot and kind of taking a break. And we've got the 6 of Pentacles, which is about generosity and giving back and evening things out and making them fair. So these may be some of the things in your environment as well that are contributing to other people's opinions, or just in general to the situation, Cancer. So, you know, someone might say, look out for that person, they're a player, or that person, you know, I know his ex and he only breadcrumbed her, or she only breadcrumbed him, and they're not very, you know, they don't like to give, they're a taker, or something of that nature. So if that resonates with you, then I would always just say it's wise to listen to the counsel of others whose opinions you trust, of course, but this looks like it does have a potential to be a really beautiful connection. And so I would say, like the Fool says in the action advice spot, go for it, Cancer. Now we're just going to pull a trinket and we'll conclude the reading. I'm closing my eyes so I can't see. Okay, so I'm taking the bowl here and I'm going to shake it up a little bit, and then I'm just going to stick my hands in it, and whichever trinket or trinkets I touch first, I will share with you. we've got this right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little black bar. Okay? And when I put that in the bowl, I saw it as being a block of some kind, and it's telling me to put it on the devil. So when you're first starting out in this connection, Cancer, I don't want to leave it on a negative note, of course. It was a lovely reading. But just be aware that there could be that devil energy creating some type of block, and for the future outcome of the relationship, it looks like that's going to be resolved. But if some things come up at the beginning, if they're huge red flags, as I said before, and it's something that is way past your boundaries and you're not okay with it, then walk away. But if it's something smaller, then I would give this person a little room to prove that they're, that they're a good person and that they're just as interested as you are in being connected. So with that, Cancer, I'm going to end the reading tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.